J.D. Vance, you are going to see a lot of people get indicted over Russiagate. Hell yeah, son. Hell yeah, son. See, New York Post, they don't paywall their shit. J.D. Vance. J.D. Vance. 2028. All right. Let's make this a little bit larger. Get rid of that. All right, we good to go. VP Vance said in an interview Sunday that, quote, a lot of people, end quote, are about to get indicted over the Obama administration's machinations on so-called Russiagate. Without divulging specific names of who will get charged, Vance pointed to recent disclosures from Director of National Intelligence Tulsi Gabbard as ironclad evidence that there had been an aggressive violation of the law revolving around Russiagate. Yeah, that's pretty obvious. Quote, I absolutely want to see indictments, end quote, Vance told Fox News, Sunday Morning Futures, in a pre-taped interview. Of course, you've got to have the law follow the facts here. You don't just indict people to indict people. You indict people because they broke the law, he went on. If you look at what Tulsi Gabbard and Kash Patel had revealed in the last couple of weeks, I don't know how anybody can look at that and say there was an aggressive violation of the law. Let's see. I absolutely think they broke the law, and you're going to see a lot of people get indicted for that, he later added. Last month, Gabbard began unveiling a tranche of documents about the Obama administration's investigation of Russia meddling in the 2016 election. Among the disclosures was the declassification of a 2020 House Intelligence Committee report crafted by Republicans that found there was insufficient evidence that Russia favored President Trump in 2016. And Gabbard also divulged material showcasing that top intelligence bosses had evidence that Russia did not hack 2016 voting systems in a way that allowed them to change the election outcome. What they basically did is they defrauded the American people in order to take Hillary Clinton's presidential campaign talking points and turn them into intelligence, Vance said, accusing the Obama-era intelligence apparatus of lying about what the intel said. Quote, they would take something that supported a Hillary Clinton campaign talking point and they would overemphasize it and exaggerate it, end quote, the vice president continued. Quote, they took anything that actually contradicted that narrative and they buried it deep, end quote. Following the revelations from Gabbard, the Justice Department formed a strike force to begin assessing whether there were any criminal violations in what had been uncovered. I would absolutely certainly hope so. Last week, U.S. Attorney General Pam Bondi moved to open a grand jury to probe Obama administration officials. Grand juries are used to determine whether or not to hand down indictments, which, by the way, federal grand juries, they indict 99% of the time. Vance broadly argued that they actually laundered Hillary Clinton's presidential campaign talking points through an American intelligence services. He did not specify names, though. Former CIA Director John Brennan and former DNI James Clapper had hit back at Gabbard, pointing to a 2020 bipartisan Senate Intelligence Committee report, which noted that the panel heard consistently that analysts were under no politically motivated pressure to reach specific conclusions. Clapper and Brennan also inked an op-ed insisting that the 2017 Intelligence Committee report that was the center of Gabbard's ire never described collusion between Trump. And they also stood by their claims that the Kremlin preferred him in the 2016 election. A spokesperson for former President Barack Obama issued a rare statement rebuffing Gabbard. Quote, the bizarre allegations are ridiculous and a weak attempt at distraction. Spokesperson Patrick Rodenbush said last month, nothing in the document issued last week undercuts the widely accepted conclusion that Russia worked to influence the 2016 presidential election but did not successfully manipulate any votes. All right. Okay, dude. All right, dude.